never get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves, look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones can vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to the my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy out.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Herbert. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, yeah, keeping Lamar Jackson hemmed in, I'd have to think would be at the top of the list of things you need to do to slow him down. But what else is on that list?
Let's just go back to what you just posed at the top, keeping him hemmed in. So you got to tell your rushers they've got to have that controlled aggressiveness so they can't get outside of them and create big plays outside of the pocket, yet they still have to be aggressive enough to go after it. The second part of it is make sure that when he's on the run, you find those receivers downfield because they find their way open, and he's able to deliver.
Yeah, like he did just on that last play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Edwards. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson out to his left. He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Being chased out, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Herbert now. Flush to his right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Calais Campbell on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On 4th down, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. They shakes him off. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. On second down, Eckler. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert on the move to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's second down. They'll run here with Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And a chance here to make this a 2-score swing, maybe even take the lead.
And it wasn't that long ago in this game. They looked like they were a little bit out of it, didn't they? But how about the safety? Get the ball back. Now a chance to take the lead. They are roaring on offense.
Yeah, you just kind of feel it. Fresh juice on their side.
Definitely.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no point. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Jackson. 1st down and more for Jackson. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll look to run with Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Jackson. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, this is Jackson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting...
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 1st down and more for Jackson. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Powers through again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 5. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
57 on the mic. 57 is the mic. Rock 57. No chance. 57 is the mic. 57 is the mic.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going long here for Wallace. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. That'll be caught by the rookie, Josh Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that